Hello everyone and welcome to the Member of the Month conversation. I'm Amanda Melby, Executive Director of IFP Phoenix, and I am here this month with Tamara McDaniel. Welcome, Tamara.
Thank you.
I'm very excited to have you here.
I'm excited to be here.
I first met you through a couple of projects, through mostly the producing end, and then lately I just got a chance to work with you on screen as we were both actors.
I know, that was so much fun.
It was fun. It was nice to see you in a different capacity on set, you know?
Yeah, well, I clean up.
You clean up nicely. Yeah.
Producer, you always see me on my scrounge and sweaty and disgusting, so when I act.
Well, you know.
I wash my hair.
Baseball cap, jean, you're comfortable. You're practical and comfortable.
Yeah, I have to be.
Yeah. No, it was fun. It was fun working with you on camera.
It was fun. It was fun. She's an awesome, really nasty girl. It's great.
In the movie, yeah.
Yeah, in the movie, yes, in the movie.
Thank you. Let's clarify that, shall we?
In real life, she's a sweet girl.
So what, tell me how you spend your time these days. I mean, are you doing mostly acting, mostly producing, mostly, what are you doing?
A little bit of everything. I actually just finished UPM on a feature called Suspicion.
Okay.
And that was, you know, a thrill ride, as always. So we just finished shooting that on May 16th.
Okay.
And you know, I love to do it all. So whatever comes up, there's a check involved, I'm there.
Yeah.
You know, acting, producing, whatever.
And did you UPM a feature that played in the festival this year too?
I did.
That was a couple years ago. Yeah.
Yeah. That was a very, because it was done so differently than a typical production, and I do a lot of commercial work and stuff like that on the production side. So because it was done so differently, I was a little bit nervous, but then when I saw it was so good, I was really happy with it. Really, really.
There was a lot of
happy with
improv with it or something, huh?
The whole thing was improv. Yeah, it was all they had was a treatment with basic plot points that they had to hit, and then they managed to do it. They managed to make it work. All the dialogue was improv. So yeah, it was pretty. Like
That's
I said,
intense.
Yeah. The whole thing. It was like, oh, we need an ambulance in an hour. Can you do that? Sure.
Okay. Yeah.
So
let me make some calls.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
So it was really, but I was so happy with the result. When that was the first time I'd seen it. It's been showing everywhere. It showed in Toronto and several other places as well. And you know, so this was my first time seeing it, so I was very excited that it came out so well.
Was that your first time doing UPM?
Yeah, on a feature. I mean, I had done stuff like that for shorts and commercial work and things like that, but that was my first feature, so yeah. That was, and then this one, and that one I really did from a distance too, because I was up here.
They were shooting someplace
in Casa Grande.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so I did a lot of that long distance. You know, I'd go down there periodically, and then Margaret Schrader, who was just amazing, she was like my girl on the street there. You know, and she'd call up and go, they're asking for this today. Yeah. And I'd be like, okay, call, blah, 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 you know. So this was much more structured. The, you know, Suspicion, we had pre-pro and everything, which is always fun. And so it was much more planned out. And so this is the first time where I was actually there the whole time on a feature that long, 6 days and all that stuff. So
6 days?
I'm sorry, it was 6 day weeks. They were 12-hour days.
Okay.
Yeah, 3 6-day weeks.
That's pretty
grueling.
Fast.
Yeah. Yeah, we did it
Intense.
in 18 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And just a couple of years ago, you were working like a day job.
Yeah, and I left APS in 2006.
Wow.
I know, and then I started PIFMGA at the end of 2000, like December 27th of 2006. And go figure.
I think that's just, you know, I think it's just so cool, and it's just such a nice life lesson. You know, you think one door is closing, and you know what? I mean, then look at all the stuff that happens for you. And, you know, you've been acting for a long time, right? I mean...
Yeah, and this is always what I've wanted to do. I mean, so I always think of my 21 years at APS as a hiatus.
Yeah.
I took a hiatus from what I really wanted to do.
Yeah.
And then when I left there, this was just the natural, you know, thing to do instead.
I think it's just so cool. I mean, and you couldn't have done all of this film work had you still had a 9-to-5 job.
No.
Or whatever. You were probably working longer hours than that. But
no.
You can't do it. You can't do that and raise a family, you know, and make all these films at the same time. So.
Not and sleep too.
Do grocery shopping.
Yeah,
clean the house.
do the whole mom thing. That just doesn't work. No, you really. I mean, I think you have to commit to what you want to do. And I think I could have gone right away and gotten a much more financially. What's the word I'm looking for? More reliable work. Immediately after I left APS, but. I knew that was just never. It's not that I didn't like what I did. It was all fine, but this is what I really want to do.
This is your bliss. This is your passion.
Exactly.
You're living it out.
Yeah, exactly. So
and you're doing it well.
Well, thank you.
I mean, really, it's like, what do you want to do, right? This is what I want to do, and then you go do it. So good for you for doing that. You know what I mean? Really, how many people can say that they're actually doing that?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Doing what they really want to do.
I always tell people to follow their passion and not to wait. You know? I mean, do what you have to do to be able to pay the bills if you have to do that. But always make sure that there's some place in there that you're. Every day you're making a little step towards what you want to do, And I was moving in that direction actually to voiceover work before I left APS. So it was just kind of a weird mixed blessing, They moved my job and didn't move me with it, and I had time where like I said, I could have done something to stay there or gone to another place, and I was just like, no.
I'm gonna
send me where I'm supposed to go because I don't think this is it. And somehow it worked.
So what's up next for you? What do you got in the cooker?
Hopper?
Yeah.
Well, I have an audiobook hopefully that's coming up. We just finished an audiobook for Jeff Marriott, so we're hoping to get that.
Meaning you did the voiceover on it?
Yeah, I did the voice on it.
All right, cool.
And Scott Haskins was the director and audio engineer.
Okay.
And so we just finished that, and hopefully we're going to get more of his books. And then actually, my finance guy has a Shoreline deal, a 10-picture deal. So we're theoretically supposed to start shooting the first one in August. It's like, why August?
Yeah.
Well, let's start now while it's at least
it's hot through October, so what difference does it make? You might as well get started.
Exactly. So I don't know where, and I don't know that we're trying obviously to shoot it here, but I know like one of the deals is being shot in Louisiana. They were talking about one of them in Austin, so I don't know. I mean, they're all like between 500,000 and 2 million, so they're kind of lower budget stuff, but they pay.
But that's a good size. That's a good size budget.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, think about how hard it is to raise $500,000.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
That's the hard part.
Yeah.
That's the hard part in film is raising the money.
So what are you going to be doing on those? Producing or UPM or? You don't know yet?
I don't know.
Okay.
I imagine I'll be associate producing, or UPM.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's whatever they want me to do, I know he's one of the producers on them, so I'll just be probably another producer, but I tend to like to be the feet on the ground kind of producer, one that's
you're good at that. You're good at like, hey, I need something. Hey, can you do this for me? I don't know anybody that's ever said no to you.
There hasn't been.
I mean, you ask them and they're like, okay, Tammy.
It's the cookies.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, I think so.
I always thought it was the hugs.
Well,
she's a good hugger.
Yeah, I do. Hug,
hi, nice to meet you. Now I need you to go do this.
Yeah,
and I do it. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it is the hugs. I don't know. Everybody always seems.
I didn't know you made cookies.
I do. I make amazing chocolate chip cookies and pumpkin pie. Just saying.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah. Just give me a real pumpkin.
Yeah.
I'll make you a pie that's just to die for.
Cool. Thanks so much for coming out.
Well, thanks for having me.
It was so nice to chat with you.
Yes, it was. I haven't seen you since our Small Happies. So
I know. It was good to see you.
It's good to see you.
Thank you for coming, and we'll see you next time.